Welcome back to our video lesson in General Mathematics. Today, I'm going to discuss to you illustrating simple and compound interest. Learning outcomes. At the end of the lesson, the learner is able to illustrate simple and compound interest and distinguish between simple and compound interest. Lesson outline, simple interest and compound interest. I'm going to discuss to you the definition of terms that you are going to encounter throughout the lesson. So first, we have here the lender or the creditor. It is defined as the person or institution who invests the money or makes the funds available. In other words, ito yung nagpapahiram ng pera. Pwedeng tao, pwedeng institution. When you say institution, pwede siyang bangko, pwedeng tindahan. Example niyan is itong bank, East West, BDO, BPI, yung mga lending companies, example, Manila Teachers Mutual Aid System. Another example is itong institution. Person, pwedeng your friend, family, or yung kakilala mo na nagpahiram ng pera. Or ikaw mismo as long as nagpahiram ka ng pera. That is the definition of lender or creditor. Next, we have the borrower or debtor. The same, it can be a person or institution who owes the money or avails of the fund from the lender. So, walang borrower kung walang lender. Wala ding lender kung walang borrower. So, yung borrower, siya yung naghiram ng pera. Gumamit ng pera. Okay, example. Suppose Kevin borrowed money from Tricia, an amount of 10,000 pesos last February 14, 2021. Tricia wanted him to pay it with 5% annual interest for 2 years. So in this example, Kevin here is the borrower. Siya yung nanghiram ng pera. And Tricia here is the lender. Since sa kanya galing yung pera or siya yung nagpahiram ng pera kay Kevin. We also have the origin or loan date. It is the date which money is received by the borrowers. In the previous example, sabi dito, si Kevin daw naghiram ng pera kay Tricia last February 14, 2021. So, this is the origin or the loan date. Kailan ba na-receive ni Kevin or ng borrower yung pera galing sa lender? Next is the repayment date or the maturity date. Date on which the money borrowed or loan is to be completely repaid. So, in this example, ang binigay na pagitan, palugit ni Tricia kay Kevin is 2 years. So, the expectation is matatapos ni Kevin na bayaran ito after 2 years. So, that since naghiram siya 2021, ang maturity date niya is 2023. The same date, February 14. This is now the maturity date or the repayment date. Next is time or term, denoted by small letter T. This is in years. Amount of time in years, the money is borrowed or invested. Length of time between the origin and maturity date. By the way, pag investor ka, yung mga investor, example din sila ng lender. Kasi, pinapahiram nila yung pera nila. Say, for example, sa bangko. Once na nag-deposit ka ng pera sa bangko, nag-save ka ng pera sa bangko, you can be called a lender or itong investor. They are just the same. Okay, in this example, the time or term use is itong 2 years. Ilang year from the loan date hanggang doon sa maturity date. In this example, that is 2 years. So, yung term or time na ginamit dito is 2. So, T is equal to 2. Principal. This is the amount of money borrowed or invested on the origin date. Magkano ba yung hiniram na pera? Magkano ba yung i-invest na pera? Magkano ba yung pinahiram mong pera? That is what we call principal. In this example, the principal amount denoted by letter P is 10,000. Ito yung amount na hiniram ni Kevin or ito yung amount na pinahiram ni Trisha. So that is 10,000. This is the principal amount. Next is the rate. Annual rate, usually in percent, charged by the lender or rate of increase of investment. Now, ilan ba yung increase? Sabi daw dito, that is 5%. So, rate is equal to 5%. You are going to convert this to decimal. 5%, this is 0.05. You will just move 2 decimal place to the left. So, 5% is 0.05 in decimal. Next, we have the maturity value or the future value denoted by capital F. Amount after T years that the lender receives from the borrower or the maturity date. Now, ilan ba lahat-lahat ang binayaran or babayaran ng borrower sa lender? Magkano lahat-lahat? So, itong future value, this is just your principal amount. Magkano ba yung hiniram mo or pinahiram mo plus yung tubo or the interest. Future value is equal to principal plus the interest. Interest naman, this is yung tinatawag nating tubo or amount paid or earned for the use of money. If you are a borrower, interest, ang definition mo dun is amount paid. If you are the lender, magkano yung kita mo or earned for the use of money. That is the interest denoted by capital I.